and I had a lady coming to me asking if I wanted to receive some energy from Mount Fuji. Do not forget that those are some real people, some real places.
And we saw that you did a bow in the entrance of the shrine here, but why did you do that?
Because from my time here, I kind of understood that it was the proper way to come in and come out of the temple to pay respect to the gods or the spirits that are guarding the shrine. So doing it now.
You're a very respectful tourist.
I try to be.
Yeah. So how's Japan?
Japan is wonderful. I've been here for 2 months actually, from Hokkaido to Okinawa.
Oh, really?
Yes, I've seen quite a lot.
Where was the most favorite place?
That's a difficult question. But I'd say Ebino in Kyushu. Like in the mountains. It was very quiet at the time. Loved it.
So you love the nature side of Japan?
Exactly.
Oh, I see. What kind of image did you have of Japan before you come?
I had the image of a very welcoming people, which is the case, and beautiful places with a very nice temple, just like the one that I have in front of me, and very good food too.
And what was the most memorable moment when you first arrived in Japan?
I think the most memorable moment at the beginning of my trip is when I was working around in the park in Tokyo, and I had a lady coming to me asking if I wanted to receive some energy from Mount Fuji. So we stopped in the middle of the park, and I don't know, she did some stuff. Felt very hot at the moment, and so I mean, that was a nice moment.
Yeah. And what was the hardest things about traveling in Japan?
The hardest thing I think would be when I was away from the city, probably figuring out how the local buses would work.
Yeah. It's sometimes very hard to understand.
I mean, with trains and big cities, it's all right. But as soon as you go to the country and Google Map is a little bit lost.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, me as a tourist, I'm lost too.
Was there anything that surprised you in a bad way?
In a bad way?
Yeah.
I think maybe it was in the most crowded and touristic places in Tokyo, especially where you could see that some people are maybe a little bit fed up with the amount of tourists that could be here. So I don't know, I remember one time when I had a lady bumping into me, but kind of on purpose. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, that's so rude.
It is.
Yeah.
But hey.
And what do you think that most people are misunderstanding about Japan?
Probably, as you were telling me, the sense of respect when you go to places. But I mean, we mentioned the shrines, but also when you take public transportation, for instance, people are very well in line, and that's just the way to do. And you can see some tourists can be a little bit lost in here and having our Western habits of basically rushing into places and trying to be the first ones in there.
Yeah. And how has your impression of Japan changed from before to now?
It's a very more quiet and peaceful than what I would have expected.
Do you prefer quiet and peaceful country?
I kind of do.
And you travel from Hokkaido to Okinawa, right?
Right.
And what do you feel about the countryside and the city side of Japan? How do you feel about the difference?
I'd say it's quite different, but it's also, I kind of feel like going more and more to the south. Maybe people are less used to see Western people, to see tourists. So the attitude is not very much the same. They are, I don't know, they're just less used. So I could see people being a little bit intrigued by me being here, waving at me and saying hello.
They're not used to seeing the Western people.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Oh, I see. And what do you think is unique about Japan that Japanese people may not notice?
You are very, how can I say that? You're very private. It is when talking and chatting with Japanese people, sometimes it can be a little bit hard, to scratch beneath the surface and really to get to know you.
Yeah. It's actually two things. Yeah. We have a lot of seal, like from the surface, and
Yes.
the real heart. Yeah.
Yes.
And what do you think is the true charm of Japan? The most charming things?
Am I allowed to say the food again?
Like, what is your favorite food in Japan?
That's a very complicated one too. The chicken, like fried chicken.
Oh, like the karaage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So when we do interview with people from France, they always say like we don't eat outside by alone. But did you take the dinner by yourself in Japan?
Yeah, of course. I don't mind.
Because like in Japan, it's very usual things to eat by yourself. So
It
I was
is.
just wondering if you did it or not.
It is, and that's also why it feels so comfortable doing it. But it's true that being on your own, it's not something that is as common in France France and in Europe, to be quite honest, as it can be in Japan. So me, I don't mind, but I know that most of my friends and families, they're like checking up on me and they're like, are you doing fine on your own? Aren't you bored? Aren't you afraid? Whatever. And I'm like, no, I'm good on my own.
And what feel most different compared to your country?
Wow. Many things, even if actually coming from France, I can see the similarities in between our two countries, because we too have a sense of a strong culture. We love our culture, we love our food. So those are the similarities, but they are expressed in very different ways where I'm from, and compared to Japan. We're louder,
Yeah.
basically.
Is there anything you would like to say to people who want to visit Japan?
Well, please do. Please do come and visit, but be very aware of your surrounding, of the people in here. Do not forget that those are some real people, some real places, so be very mindful of what you do and of your surrounding, not to disturb people and places, basically.
And do you have any message to Japanese people who watch this video?
Well, I'd say thank you for welcoming me and for the wonderful 2 months that I'm here with you.
Thanks for telling your story. And
Like a country far away with different culture, and I was astonished. I watched some YouTube videos, and I think that was my motivation for me.
I came here because Vladimir told me about Japan and I was very excited. I decided to visit it myself too.